do you think of when you hear the word love? Do you think of love in a very romanticized notion, such as, "L is for the way you look at me"? Or do you think about love like a dictionary type definition, say Merriam-Webster style? Love is a strong affection for another, arising out of kinship or personal ties. Or perhaps you even think of love in terms of spirituality, something along the lines of, love is patient, love is kind, it does not envy, it does not boast. No matter how you think of love, I can relate to all three of these when it comes to the love of education. So first, I'll talk about this romantic type notion of love when it comes to education. So I'm bouncing around just like Frank Sinatra. I love educating students. I love helping my community. I love the family. But somewhere along the line, you get hit with a song like The Persuaders. It's a thin line between love and hate. Man, I hate the long hours. I hate feeling underappreciated. I hate the fatigue. I hate feeling like I give my all with no thanks. But there are those moments, those magical moments where you go back to that Frank Sinatra song and the only thing you see are the children and the families and the communities who are positively impacted. And just that one difference matters. And it's enough to keep you going. At least it's been enough to keep me going. Now I'll go on to my second type of love, the dictionary type definition, having a strong affection for another thing arising out of kinship or personal ties. My love for education runs out of a very strong affection and personal tie. Not only once, but twice I've decided to resign from my job in order to further my own education and improve the education of others. The first time, I left a very good, well-paying job in IT to go back to school to get a degree in education while serving my community through the Teach for America program. The second time, I left a leadership position in education so that I might devote fully my time to serving my community, families, and students who needed help bridging education gaps during a time when education was in turmoil during the global pandemic. And speaking of the pandemic, this was a time more than ever that I had to cling strongly to my faith and believe that I was making the best choice in the direction in which I needed to go to. So this brings us to the point that sometimes people also look at love from a spiritual perspective. That it's patient, kind, not envious, and not boastful. And all of these things are things that I have also learned within education. Not just taught, but learned myself. I've learned to grow in my patience. I've learned to continue to grow in my kindness with others. And I've also learned not to compare myself to other people and what I see on social media and what I see going on in the news or what I see people my own age doing. But what is it that I am meant and called to do in this world? And what I'm called to do in the world is help others bridge their education gaps. So when it comes to the love of education, day by day, just like a good love song, I find myself falling in love with it over and over again. I always think back to what brought me this point in the first place, and that's that personal connection. And last but not least, my spirit is always lifted when I see others learn and grow in their journey as well. And during this time, I would like to invite you to come and learn with me as well. Get ready, parents, students, and educators, to join me every week as we go on a journey of growing in our love for education and learning. Join me every single week where I will share stories, practical tips, and fun activities to help you grow in your love of learning. Be sure to like and follow this channel so that you don't miss a thing. See you soon.